Dublin is stop number 3 on our country trip this summer. This has been a dream come true. I've always wished to go to Dublin. Hi, I'm Sabrina and welcome to Vancouver Island and my new journey where I get to discover who I am once again. As a empty nester and my youngest off to university, join me as I travel Vancouver Island looking for new adventure with my golden doodle relic, as well as traveling around the world, discovering new secret spots and visiting family as much as possible. We'll delve into recipes, looking to focus on my 100-pound weight loss journey, in addition to working towards completing my degree. I hope you'll join me on this journey, and welcome to Authentically Sabrina. Our time in Dublin is short. We have one full day, 2 sleeps, so I was eager and snuck out. Went and got a coffee at this little Italian cafe. It was delicious and had one of those little biscuits on the back corner, and slowly headed back. I'll give you a little tour of where we stayed. We stayed at Trinity College, which was absolutely amazing. I couldn't recommend it more. This is the entrance. I apologize, I kind of recorded when we were leaving versus when we first got there. So this is the room. Each room that we got had 2 single beds. So we rented 2 rooms, one for the kids and one for me and Elio. And that's our little view out to the tennis court. We were on the first floor, which was great because we didn't have to carry our bags up any stairs. And our room, we did have this storage, which we didn't end up using because we were only there for 2 nights, so we never unpacked. Little lights beside the bed. One big thing is there is no TV, so it's just you pay for what you get. And then there is a bathroom in the room, which was fantastic. Simple, but it did the job. Lots of towels. They left a big pile of towels outside the door for the second day. Yeah, it was perfect and very affordable. Because we only had one full day, our plan was literally just to walk and see what we could. So we just got lost and we stopped, had breakfast at Keogh's Cafe. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. It was delicious. We had an Irish breakfast. Did I eat black pudding? Is that what that is? And then I had to get the biscuit with cream and jam, but it was just whipped cream, so I don't think it was quite correct, but it was delicious in itself. It was busy, but they got us through very quickly. And then we just walked and walked 30,000 steps for the full day, but it's totally worth it. We saw as much as we could in our 24 hours. First destination after breakfast was Dublin Castle. Once we finished going through the castle, we headed to the National Museum in Dublin. It is beautiful. There are a lot of areas that you can't film, so I'll leave that for you to see yourself, but I did manage to get you a little bit. It was beautiful. I think it's pre-1600. Gold. If I was to give one word for what you're going to get to see, is gold, and a lot of it. It was something that we only see on National Geographic or in magazines here in Canada, so I was just, to see it in person, I was flabbergasted. It was amazing. Once we finished with the museum, we kept walking. It was a beautiful day, sunny, warm, perfect temperature, especially after the heat wave in Albania. As we walked, this was a little bit more of a newer area, so it was kind of interesting to see the mix of the new and old. As we were heading toward the Jeanie Johnston for a tour, we walked past the Famine Memorial. And finally arriving at the Jeanie Johnston. We did the tour. On the tour, we were not allowed to take video, but we were allowed to take some photos, so I have a couple of those to share. It was cheaper to purchase the family pack versus individual tickets, and the tour guide was fantastic, really took you back to the time. Great. He did a wonderful job. The Jeanie Johnston is a replica of the ship, and it was built in Quebec, Canada, and it was built to as exact as it could be. It was quite amazing to be able to walk down below deck and get explained how they used to deliver lumber or timber, and then on their way back fill the ship with those that were immigrating to either the States or to Canada. An interesting fact about Dublin is you can drink on the road, which all of these people are doing. They're there at the pub, but they're out on the street having a beer. And for the rest of the evening, we just kept walking. There was a couple tours we would have liked to have done, but we had one day, so it was a matter of trying to fit in as much as we were able. This was a beautiful church that was having a lot of renovations done, so we weren't able to go in and look at it, but it was just stunning. And then it was back on the plane and back home to Canada. I literally cannot wait to return. I'm going to count the days until next summer.